Steve Parker Audiobooks presents Backshot, written and read by Steve Parker. Donnie stumbled over a sheet of discarded metal as he desperately staggered off the deadly streets and into the relative shelter of an abandoned storefront. He bounced off a broken concrete pillar and fell headlong into a pile of ancient, rain-rotted cereal packets and rusted tins of various foodstuffs. Blood splashed the detritus, and pain roared through his body like lightning. But Donnie clamped a hand over his own mouth and held in the scream. His flight had left him spent, and he could not run another step, so he could on no account afford to be discovered here. Almost weeping with pain and terror, he listened as the pounding footsteps of the pursuing squad approached his hiding place with barked orders echoing around the alleyways. He watched blood, his blood, pool slowly under him, but could not move to staunch the flow for fear of a single noise giving away his location. He'd been running for what felt like days, but was probably only 10 minutes since the job had descended into disaster. It was supposed to be a simple robbery, but simple jobs don't get most of your friends killed. He hoped that someone else had gotten out alive. A thunder of heavy boots passed his hiding place as he lay amongst the garbage. 5, 6, he couldn't count. He listened to their steps fade past him down the street and let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding. The sudden movement caused another slice of pain to shoot down the middle of him, and he agonizingly pulled himself up to try and check his wound, but he just couldn't reach. Shot in the back. Of all the... He tried to reach around to the hole he could feel just below his right scapula, but a savage bolt of pain arced through him at the movement, and he was forced to sit still. He looked down at his fingers as he tried to control his breathing and saw them covered in bright red arterial blood. A lot of it. Not good. He looked about for something to at least slow the bleeding, but everything around him was old, grimy, and useless. Wood, steel, broken glass, rotten cardboard, nothing to save him. He was tired, so very tired, but he couldn't stay here forever. Eventually, his pursuers would backtrack and find him, and there was no chance of him fighting his way to freedom in this condition. He tried to stand, but barely managed to twitch from his exhausted legs. He felt for his phone, but couldn't seem to make his fingers do what he needed them to do, and his pocket remained inviolate. No matter. It was fine. He was sure at least one of his friends had made it out alive, and he was certain that they would find him and bring him somewhere he could be patched up. Donnie held on to hope as his vision darkened around the edges. Someone would find him eventually. Someone would find him. Someone would. Someone.